Lord, if they can't make it, who going to heaven? Jesus says, it is impossible with man, but with God all things are possible. In other words, man cannot make his way to heaven.
Right.
Man cannot build what the old Jays sang, a stairway to heaven. We cannot make we cannot pay we cannot do any good thing in order to get to heaven. But with God, it is, all things are possible. I'm reminded as I come to a close of a story where St. Peter began to calm the road. And when St. Peter began to calm the road, folk had gathered and standing in line. And it said that the preacher came up to St. Peter. And St. Peter said, "What have you done?" And he said, "I was baptized at an early age. And I preached hundreds and hundreds of sermons." St. Peter said, "Well, I see where you was baptized, but I didn't keep a record of how many sermons you preached. Depart from me." The deacon came about, and the deacon, he said, "What have you done?" He said, "Well, I was in church every Sunday morning, and I sung the hymns during devotional service, and I prayed prayers." He said, "Well, I see where you came to church, but I don't hear the prayers that you prayed, and I don't make a recording of the song that you sung, 'Depart from me.'" Then the choir member came. And when the choir member came, he said, "What have you done in the kingdom?" They said, "I led many songs and I sung many songs." He said, "Well, I didn't keep a record of the song that you sung. Depart from me." Then the ushers came in. And the usher said, "Well, I stood at the door of the church and I smiled when folk came in." And he said, "Well, I don't see the many times that you stood at the door, and I can't see how you smiled when folk came in. Depart from me." But there was an old missionary there, and when she saw the preacher get up and had to depart, when she saw the deacon had to depart, when she saw the usher and the choir member had to depart, she got up and began to walk away. And St. Peter said, "Wait a minute, where you going?" She said, "Well, I seen the preacher turn away, and I heard the choir saying, 'If the preacher make it, surely I will. If the deacon make it, surely I will. If the choir make it, surely I will. If the usher make it, surely I will. None of them made it, so I know that I can't make it." He said, "Well, what have you done?" She said, "Well, every once in a while, I fed the hungry as they passed by. Every once in a while, I put food out for the hungry dogs and the cats and the birds." He said, "Come on in. Come on in. Well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful over a few things. I'll make you rule over many things. I don't know about you, but I thank God is what you do for others."
Yes, sir.
If you lift somebody up instead of stressing them down, that's recorded. If you encourage somebody instead of disencouraging, that's recorded. If you help somebody along the way, that's recorded. When I get home, when I get home, I don't know about the sermons I preach, but I want the words that I spoke to you in private to stand up to me. I want to hear the Lord say, "Well done, well done, well done, good and faithful servant." Come over. Yes, I'm going up higher and higher. I'm going home. For the world needs. For the world needs. Go back to the old man, Mark. For the world needs. Go down on your knees and talk to God. What the world needs. Let everybody know that you're not who you think you are. You are the Lord. I belong to God. I thank God for making me who I am. I'm made, I'm molded, I'm shaped in the fashion of which God wants me to be. And I'm walking. I'm walking. I'm walking in my calling. That's all I'm trying to do down here. Yeah. Ain't he all right? Thank the Lord, all right. Say yes. Say yes. Oh, yeah. I know it's all right. I know it's all right. When he make a way, anybody here know that the Lord shows up, will step in and make a way. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Yes! Yes! Oh, yes! Come together. Ooh. If I don't wake up in the morning, if I don't wake up in the morning, everything will be alright. Yeah. If I can't say a word, I'll wave my hand. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. It's gonna be alright after a while. It's gonna be alright. I'm not talking about when we leave here, but it's gonna be alright after a while. The Lord is gonna show up and show out. It'll be alright. Keep the faith. Keep doing what you're doing for the Lord. Payday is coming after a while. What the world needs in times like these, to turn to Jesus. He's the only one that can help us if my people, to call by my name, would humble themselves and pray, turn from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven.
All right.
I will forgive their sins and I will heal their land. The church want to play a part in the world. That's the part we need to play.
All right.
Not as a big I. Not my church did this, my church did that. But Jesus says when you pray, go into your secret closet. When the door is shut, pray to the Father. Paul says make your petitions known unto him. Come before him boldly. Come before the throne of God boldly. Make your petitions known unto him. He already knows. But he want to make sure that you know what you want. We thank God for another Sunday. We thank God for you. There is room at the cross for you. If you don't know the Lord, if you want to know the Lord, you can. He make himself available. Find yourself a church that's preaching the truth, that's teaching the truth. Connect yourself with members that love one another. And be ready when Jesus comes. That's the whole thing. That's the matter summed up. We got to be ready when Jesus comes. Until then, keep the faith. Stay safe. Don't forget your mask when you go into public places. Breathe air 10 feet away from folk. Don't go to Trump rallies. He says, CDC says that 85% of people getting COVID by wearing masks. Lie. Boldface. Boldface lie. Wear your mask. That's the only protection that we have from COVID. If you follow the rules, even when you get in the midst of it, God will protect you. I know people who was infected, but they only have asymptomatic. They didn't have all the pain and all the anguish, and did not die from it. God will protect you if you follow the rules. God is a God of rules. If you follow, he will protect you. Thank God for you. Continue to pray for us, and we'll continue to pray for you. Until next time, God bless you, and God keep you.